Okay. Get going here. Not that that matters. Something I'll share with you. I watched it. There's this guy always comes up in my feed here on YouTube. They want you to watch his videos. And I can't think of his first name. His last name is Huberman. I think he's a neuroscientist or something like that. Smart guy. But I don't watch many of his videos. But I think he was the one that said this. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was him. Talking about raising your testosterone naturally. Okay. And I know the testosterone thing and all that kind of stuff, I don't pay any attention to any of that. I know a lot of people do. It's kind of a popular topic. People trying to, I guess men have a low testosterone or whatever. Whatever. Not my thing. Maybe I have low testosterone. I have no idea. I don't care. I don't even know what the symptoms are. But he said something. It was titled "How to Raise Your Testosterone Naturally," and I watched the video for whatever reason. I watched the video, and he talked about competition or competitive spirit or getting into competition, and it made me think of a couple things. One, I've been raised around the golfing my whole life. My grandfather started a golf business back in the 50s. So it's always been around for me. I was that 6 or 7 year old kid in a tractor picking up golf balls out on the. I was that kid out in the caged up tractor out in the driving range. That was me. Played junior golf, played golf in high school, the golf team, and kind of off and on a lot of times. Never, because it was always around. Not something that I was never really compelled to. Oh, I want to go do that thing. And I did compete, like I said, at a younger age, but really didn't take it seriously. I just did to get out of school, for one. We got out of school like at 12, and back in high school. And played off and on the rest of my adult life. But in the 90s, a friend of mine was playing on a mini tour, we'll call it. Now, anywhere there's good weather, like California, Arizona, or Florida, parts of Texas, there are golf mini tours, we called them. They weren't necessarily famous. They were more regional. But guys put up their money, declare themselves professional, put up money and play for cash. It's very common. And my friend had started this new mini tour here in California. He was playing on it. He said, "Hey, I want you to go caddy for me a couple of times. We'll have fun. It'll be this, that, and the other thing." So, okay, whatever. And I went and caddied for him twice. And I kind of got the bug. I said, I think I could, this is pretty cool. I can play in this. And joined this group, started playing competitively, and saw how the money was, I saw an angle. Okay, well, if you do this, you're in the money. Now, for whatever reason, like I said, I'd played my whole life up to this point. I'm in my 30s. And it completely changed the game for me. I looked at it totally different. Because, like, to just go out and play, we'll go play on Fridays or whatever, maybe some skins game or whatever, that was okay. But to play competitively in a tournament situation, counting every stroke, and then there's playing for money, it just changed everything for me. I had a real desire to do that. And it was the competitive side of it. You're competing with all these other guys. I noticed that when I finally realized, okay, I need to do this. I'm going to do this. And I played several mini tours. And I had played some private groups out of Sacramento. Guys used to get together, play for all kinds of cash. The money part was really fun too. But what I noticed when I did that, it changed my attitude about everything. I slept less because I was grinding away, completely took my golf game apart. I'm going to work on this aspect and this aspect. The golf courses are like this. I know most of these guys are like that, so here's what I need to do. And I'm grinding away on this thing and getting up earlier. Can't wait to get the day started, get myself done, get back on the range golf course, work on this thing I'm working on. Really got to focus on my short game, this kind of stuff. And the big thing for me is they play these golf courses back then. This is the late 90s, early 2000s, where they have these long par threes, 210-yard par threes, which is just not a favorite thing for me. So I had to learn how to get past that, and I did. But what it did is being in competition, competing for a thing, completely changed my outlook on life. Like I said, got up earlier, went to bed later. I mean, I slept less, which for whatever reason was fine because I had plenty of energy because I was striving for something, okay? Making better decisions, faster decisions because I had this thing I'm going for, so everything revolves around that. And working on building a different kind of confidence because I'm out here competing with these other guys I'm spending this time with. It's not just a friendly game. It changed everything for me. So I did that for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. But I could see looking back, I did another thing after that in a different sport. And once again, once I got the competitive juices flowing, completely different person. Just charging, man, charging all the time. Now, I don't know if that's increased testosterone. That part I don't know. But I'm talking about the competition this guy brought up. How competition will increase your testosterone. When you're competing for something, or if you could take something you're trying to, good example, a friend of mine was trying to lose weight. He's 40, 45 pounds, 50 pounds overweight. Can never lose more than a pound or two. Then he got into a competition with people at work where they were betting who could lose the most the fastest. And that changed it up for him. He lost 50 pounds. And I almost did it too fast. It was kind of scary how he did it. But the competitive aspect of it is what turned it on for him. Got his attitude. I'm going to do this. I can suffer through this. No problem. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get that cash. So it was the competition changed his attitude, which changed his behavior. Okay, might have got the hormones flowing differently or whatever the case is. Like I said, I don't know the thing about the testosterone, but I know that competition changes people. If it's something, you find the thing you want to compete, it doesn't necessarily have to be a sport, it could be something else. But once you actually get, it's not like, well, I just need to try to do better in this. Well, that's not competing. You need to have something that you're striving for, something that gets those juices flowing. You're looking for the advantage. Okay, you're looking for it's not about doing well, it's about outdoing whoever or whatever else. And I learned that kind of late in life. I said I played in high school and all that and wasn't very competitive. It was just a way to get out of school. But once I got that bug, and it wasn't just playing for the cash. We played for a lot of money. It cost $200-300 every tournament just to get in. And most of that, because of the way it was set up, went towards the pot. But just the idea of that, the traveling around and competing like that, it changed everything for me. And I think today, although I'm much older now, it actually made me a better worker, working at the business and this kind of thing. I just realized that you got to get up, get it going, get it over with, do what you got to do, get your stuff done. I think I managed my time better once I got into competition. That's another thing I got out of it. Like I said, I got up earlier, whatever needed to get done, the chores, the biz, whatever, I got that done, got that completed, and then started working on what I needed to do for my competition. Okay. So if you're trying to do something, if you can make it competitive for you, I think that's a game changer. I don't care what it is. If you could, if you jog and you don't like jogging, well, get in a race. You got a race next Friday. You got to be ready for that thing. Game changer. Totally different attitude. Whereas if you just jogging a jog, that's kind of a drag. But I think the competition, is pretty successful. Anyhow, I'll shut up. Love you. God bless.